What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Death of the Asia. I'm not gonna even hold you. Did y'all listen to Boosie new track, Ungrateful? I ain't gonna even tell no lie. When I heard snippets of it, I was like, Boosie lame for this. Here we go again, doing way too much because the snippet was only the part where he was talking about his baby mama and his daughter. So I said, you know what? Let me listen to the whole song because it's like 5 minutes long. That's John slamming. I really like that song. I ain't gonna hold you. I really do like that song. It's fire. And I ain't no Boosie fan at all. I've never really been a big, huge fan of Boosie music, but that song is jamming. However, I did not like the part where he brought his daughter into it. He could have left that out. Even with the part of him dragging his baby mama and him saying something about getting the car back, we already know what that's in reference to. He didn't actually have to point out his daughter and talk about how he ain't dealing with her no more and all of that. I feel as a parent, he went too far when he did that. It's one thing you want to go back and forth with the mama, but at the end of the day, that's still your daughter. This is the music that is going to be memorialized once he gone. That song is still going to be hitting the airwaves, and his daughter is going to have to hear that. At the end of the day, Boosie is the parent in the situation. So he has to be the adult. He has to be the bigger person. Some people will argue that his daughter is very disrespectful and she thinks she's grown. His daughter do be wilding. I can give y'all that. She does be wilding. However, there is some pain. There is something that is going on that she's trying to get out, but she's a kid and she don't know the best conflict resolution. And a lot of these kids these days, they feel as though social media is their outlet. And unfortunately, she used social media to vent her frustrations about her father when he took the car away from her for whatever reason. At one point, Boosie was saying it was because the mama was trying to put him on child support. She was in cahoots. Boosie also went online talking about how the daughter was messing with an older guy, a 19-year-old, and the mama let the guy be at the house. That kind of stuff right there. I understand Boosie was frustrated, but when it comes to, spilling the beans on your child, he didn't have to tell us all of that. That wasn't none of our business. That's some in-house stuff. And when the little girl came out and told us about Boosie taking her car, she didn't have to do that either, because at the end of the day, a lot of kids get put on punishment and they get things taken away from them that their parents gave them. So part of that is a little bit entitlement. Your parents could go buy you a phone. They could go buy you a car. They could do a whole lot of things. And if you're not behaving in a way that they feel like you should, which is the reason why you got it in the first place, because you were being a good kid, they can renege on that. They could take it back. And it is what it is. So I just didn't like the fact that she came out with that. But we have to look at this like we're adults in a situation, because a lot of us be acting like we never was kids before, and we didn't understand the frustration of kids, and we didn't understand how there would be differences between siblings. A lot of people were saying it's funny how this is the only kid that seemed to have a problem with Boosie, and none of the other kids have a problem with Boosie. Well, as far as we know, this is the only mama that Boosie got a real problem with, for real. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're dealing with people and you got multiple kids, a lot of times people will treat the kid based on how they feel about their other parent. And don't be sitting up here playing in anybody's face and make it seem like each individual kid can't have a different story and a different perspective of how things were when they were growing up. So we don't know what this little girl is going through, but I did, instead of people looking at it as, oh, she's just being disrespectful, look at what she's saying. Look at the type of environment that she grew up in will make her think it's even okay to go there about her parents on social media. So something has to happen. There had to be some type of break, some type of breach in that relationship with him and her for her to even do that. So we gotta take a step back. I know Boosie is a lot of people's favorite, and I'm not gonna say Boosie all the way wrong or the daughter all the way wrong or what have you. That's neither here nor there. But there is something that girl is experiencing for her to jump out there like that. And Boosie he has called her out her name before, said he was gonna black her eye, write her out the wheel, and all of that. Which people probably say, oh, it's just because she was being bad or what have you. But it's certain things that when your parents say, it hits you a different type of way. I have people right now, grown, old as all get out, talking about no longer dealing with their parents because of trauma. We all have experienced something in our childhood. So for people to get on social media and act like it's just all bliss and it can't possibly be something going on within that family dynamic because Boosie is their favorite, I think that's disingenuous. We just gonna have to keep it real and just call a spade a spade. And we don't know these people business. All we know is the little girl got upset. But it got to be something wrong with the parents because the mama was in the car, all in the background, feeding her information, helping her develop her story as she was going off about Boosie after he dropped the song. Then you got Boosie dropping the song, and then you got him following up about the song, talking about her personal business in between her legs and her dealing with older boys. That's not social media's business. So for that reason, I still feel like Boosie is lame as hell. He at some point he needs to quit trying to prove something to us because at the end of the day, he's still the parent in the situation. And you don't handle your kids like that. Everybody done dealt with a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid and they get unruly. But you don't take it to social media. And even if they take it to social media, you handle it properly. That way you can eventually down the line salvage your relationship because that girl, she needs her dad and her dad needs her at the end of the day. This is a family falling apart over some foolishness and it get heightened because they put it on social media. That's not cool. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all something else that's not cool. Kanye West in that boat getting thrown and with his bare ass out, and I know he felt that breeze, and I did not like how he had on that little jacket, that little tuxedo jacket, and had that split right there by the crack of his ass or whatever. No, God, I did not like that. And he's somewhere in Italy with his unofficial wife. He's somewhere in Italy on a boat, and they on a what is it, the boat taxi or what have you. So they on a boat, and it looks like she's giving him head. He gotta be, because his pants were down and her face was in his lap. Knowing Kanye West, it could have just been a photo op, just something to be doing. She probably wasn't giving it Gok 3000, but everybody was going up for it and was like, that's the wife for the year. No, it's not. That's disrespectful to her and him, because it'll be different if you outside, having fun with your partner or your unofficial wife. You outside, you having fun, you doing your thing, you handling your grown folks' business, and somebody catch you. It's another one when you in the middle of the ocean somewhere and it's other boats passing by. People got their cameras out. You see them. This is a tourist site. You see these people, and you knowing these people watching. So then you gonna lay your wife's head in your lap, and suck you off. That's crazy to me, and I ain't like it. And they look like that movie. The people was in that boat, Bird Box or something like that. They look like in that movie, and by the head, she looked like she had done got dipped in the water already and pulled out. And Kanye West had just finished rescuing her. The way her hair was slicked back and looking wet and wavy or whatnot. But that was crazy to me. I ain't like that. And another thing that I didn't like is the fact that Erica Mena, she decided to call Spice on Love and Hip Hop. She called Spice a blue monkey, right? So y'all hear me out. I don't know how y'all fight, but I don't fight fair. If you go low, I'm going straight to the bottommost pits of hell. If you go low, I'm pulling people out the grave. You know what I'm saying? You better hope ain't nobody dead. None of that. I'm talking about kids. Nothing is, I'm talking about everything. If you go low, because 9 times out of 10, I wasn't bothering you. You came messing with me, right? Spice took it upon herself to ask Erica about her kid and bring up her kid, the son that we don't know where, don't nobody know where he at. Even Erica and them, they don't even know where the damn son is. But this mystery child that Erica got, Spice brought it up. You know, people don't like for nobody to talk about their kids, because if somebody were to bring up Spice kids, she'll have a problem. Because last time I checked, Spice didn't always have her kids either. You get what I'm saying? So for Spice to be bringing up that girl kids, that wasn't cool. And then Erica went there. So how you gonna start the flame and then you want to tell it how hot to get? You can't start nothing with somebody. You can't be starting fires and then expecting to control the flames. So Spice took it there. Erica took it there and called her a blue monkey. Folks was like, oh, she done made a racial slur. Once she done got mad, that's how she felt the whole time. Well, then you could say the same thing about Spice. You know, anytime people get in an argument, is it always something that they felt the whole time, or they using what they know to get at you because you got at them? But at the end of the day, I don't think it was cool. Like, yeah, Erica wasn't fighting for her. She was not fighting for her at all, and I get it. But that part right there, the blue, when it kind of, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what to call it when people do this, where it's certain things that if you don't feel a certain type of way, that it won't even come out, that you wouldn't even see it as a dig, right? You wouldn't say something to somebody that you wouldn't consider to be a dig in a situation like that if you didn't feel some type of way. So yes, in that case, for her to do that, for her to be like calling her a blue monkey or whatever, and she know that that's racial, it was all kinds of stuff that she could have said. I'm trying to get this together. This cute computer, goddamn me, trying to go out. It's all kinds of stuff she could have said. It's so many ways to joke. But you got real lazy and you want to call somebody a racial slur. You want to call them a monkey. So that hate, that anti-blackness is in you. You just like big black cock. But that anti-blackness is in you for you to even go there. It's nothing that would make, that's just like if you was in an interracial relationship, it shouldn't matter how mad you get. You should, that mate should never call you out to call you the N-word, right? It should never go there, regardless of how mad you get. It don't matter how mad I get at my mama. I ain't finna call her the B word. You get what I'm saying? It's certain things that you just not gonna go because you stand on certain principles. And I just feel like Erica Mena, she is racist. And she crazy. Her and Bambi and Zell Swag, they done got locked up over the past weekend because Erica Mena, she want to nuck and buck in the club, and she done went back and forth with the security. They said Erica Mena was jumping around, you know, being belligerent. And my thing is, why you doing all that at your old age with them kids at home? It's already enough for you to be having kids at home and you out and about in the middle of the night. It's another one before you to be causing a disturbance. Like, girl, calm down for real. And so Zell Swag tried to help Erica because the security was handling her, and Saucy Santana came on and said Zell Swag tried to help her. But baby, I ain't gonna even tell no lie. It took the hell out of me when Saucy Santana and them, when people were showing the clip of the fight, I was like, where's the fight? Because I couldn't see the fight. I don't think I seen was Saucy Santana grab that tote bag and he got the hell on. He got the hell on. He got some yonder. You hear me? I was just like, what's going on? What's the fight? And then I found out what it was after Saucy Santana had came on the live and said, Erica was being belligerent and he had left because, he was gonna go get his man, which is Zell Swags or whatever. And I wonder how that's gonna work out between Saucy Santana and Zell Swags, because y'all remember when Zell Swag said when he get through doing him, he gonna get him a woman and make her a wife and have some kids. So I don't know. He's temporarily gay. So Saucy Santana, you need to guard your heart because that man is temporarily gay. He probably got another 2-3 years in him or whatever. He gonna start transitioning, and so to the other side and get him a wife, and you gonna be heartbroken and somewhere in a heartbreak hotel. And I'm really gonna hate that for you. But he done said it. You better check these people background. And then also, since we still on the reality thing, Diamond and Sierra Gates, they had ended up getting into it, and Diamond gathered Sierra. But Diamond is so silly. All them women on Love and Hip Hop, they are a fool. You hear me? Diamond be going to bat for Scrappy. Scrappy supposedly cheated on Diamond with Bambi, had Bambi in her bed, but yet you coming on the show going to bat for Scrappy. I don't know what Scrappy got going on, because I know his dick ain't that good. He got asthma. You know what I'm saying? So what is and then Bambi say he ain't got much money. So I'm like, what is y'all doing with this asthmatic nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you fighting over him or whatever. That's crazy. Y'all fighting over asthmatic dick. That is crazy. They ain't got no but 2 or 3 pumps in him. He over there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna be doing all that breathing hard or whatever, about to die and I don't know what to do. Them girls crazy as all get out. That ain't the way to get. That's a good way to get on the show and get put off the show, because ain't nobody finna go up for that, because it's so silly. And it'd be different if they were a little bit younger being that silly, but it ain't no way in the hell I'll be going to back for some asthmatic dick. That's just me. I am sorry. They say the Real Housewives of Atlanta is getting a boot. Basically, they're gonna rebrand, recast, and bring in a whole nother cast. I don't know if I'm here for that or not. It's not really anybody at this time that I would like to see stay, because the storylines are just getting redundant. I like Kenya. I like Candy. It's girls that I like. You get what I'm saying? However, it's a wrap. Somebody that I would like to see on TV, if somebody was still there, I would still be entertained by, like Portia or something. But I don't think it's anything else left to get from their stories or anything. It just need to be something different. And I think they probably just need to just recast, like the rumors are going around. They either need to completely recast or they need to just cancel it. Because that's the same way I felt about Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. When Unc left and it was rumors about who were going to be coming on the show, I was just like, no, that don't sound like a good fit. That don't sound like a good fit. That don't sound like a good fit. And then here it is. I watch it. They done had to replace Shannon Sharp with 3 different people. You got Keyshawn, you got Richard Sherman, and you got Michael Irvin loud ass on there or whatever. And it's gonna be something between Richard Sherman and Michael Irvin. Watch what I tell you, because Richard Sherman don't care what he say to Skip, because him and Skip, they done had they little back and forth, a little spat back in the day. And Michael Irvin just don't care what he say. He don't know how to sit down, be quiet, let somebody else take the floor. And this either could be a beautiful thing or it could be disastrous. But I'm gonna tell you something. In order for them to find their rhythm on Undisputed, because Skip was sitting back looking like a moderator on his show, and you know Skip is never quiet when they talking about the Cowboys. And Skip was just quiet as the church mouse when they was talking about the Cowboys or whatever. What's gonna happen is they gonna have a fallout. It's gonna have to be a fallout that's gonna happen. And sometimes people be thinking that fallouts are bad. They're not bad to me. Sometimes you have to have a fallout in order for boundaries and respect to be established. Because right now everybody playing it cool, they're playing it safe, they're getting their feet wet, trying to feel each other out. Once they get comfortable enough to, create that camaraderie and that chemistry where they are able to go at each other a little harder, what's going to happen is going to be a fallout. It's going to be a clash in personalities. And at that time, they're going to have a sit down and they're going to learn their boundaries through that. That's the way they're going to be able to learn their boundaries. It's definitely going to happen with those personalities on the show. Either Skip gonna say something, gonna get up and jump a point and tell somebody to put their glasses back on, and it ain't gonna get put back on like Shannon Sharp did, and he probably get slid all across the podcast. Or it's gonna be Richard Sherman and Michael Irvin. They gonna bump heads about, just their opinions or something. It's gonna be a fallout between those guys. Mark my word. Mark my word. What else we got? Oh, Ari Fletcher. Listen, that's one chick that I just do not see it for. I don't get the hype. I just do not see it for Ari Fletcher, Ari, however you say it. I just don't see it for her because she just a little unstable to me, right? So there was this video circulating where Ari was coming to a van. Her friend was in a van. Her gay male friend was in a van, and he was like, I know she finna whoop me. Apparently, the guy had lied about something. And here come Ari, and I'm talking about people were saying they play fighting. He wasn't even hitting her back. The way she was swinging on him, she got him by the hair, pulled him out the truck, popping him, calling him fat bees, calling him gay, and all of this old kind of stuff. You know what? He should have got up and DDT'd her ass. He should have hit her with the people's elbow. That day, she should have smelled what the fuck the Rock was cooking. Because it ain't nowhere in the hell you finna get the dragging me all about no van and pulling me all down the street. And I'm a big burly man, gay or not. I don't give a fuck how much you twist your wrist. You should have pulled that bitch back and popped the fuck out of Ari. I'm just saying, I don't promote violence, but I promote fairness. I promote eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I promote that. Don't let no bitch do you like that. And that was the thing that I was saying at the beginning of the show about Spice and Erica Mena. How Erica Mena called Spice a blue monkey, right? Soon as Ari get mad at her friend that is gay, now you weaponizing his sexuality against him, calling him gay and stuff. Like, what they got to do with it? Like, if this is really your friend and you rock with him, like, if I got into it with my gay male friends, the fact that he's gay is not something that I am going to say as a dig, because how is that a dig? How is you being gay a dig? You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing what I was saying with Spice and Erica Mena. Why are you using this as a dig? Because if you're using it, then you feel like it's a problem with it, and now I got a problem with you, bitch. You get what I'm talking about? But Ari Fletcher, she had the right queen that day. She had the right queen that day because, baby, I wouldn't have felt no type of ways if he would have, I'm talking about, clotheslined her ass, tombstone, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It should have been looking like WWE around that bitch. You know what I'm saying? A little piece of UFC. You know what I'm saying? He should have pulled out some Charleston White mace or something. You hear me? Like, ain't no way in the hell. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Somebody else that be acting a fool, Krishan Rock. She announced that she is having a bouncing baby boy. So she's having a baby boy. Am I glad that she's having a boy? I don't care either which way. I just wish they wasn't bringing a baby into that chaotic situation. But it's here now. It's already baking in the oven and it's about to be ready and done. We about to stick a fork in it, pop it out. You hear me? Um, I saw people saying that because she's having a boy, it's gonna teach her something about she gonna see unconditional love, something like that. I guess the boys supposed to. They said the boys love their mama and the girls be the mama best friend or something like that. But my thing is this: I don't like when kids seem to start being used for emotional support or something. I don't know. I hope they fare over well because Blue don't do a good job with the little boy he already got. And I hope by 2 or 3 he ain't throwing up schoolyard crib. That's all I'm saying. Uh, who else? Who else done did the fool? Oh, Michelle A. This ain't funny, but Michelle A. was at some outside concert and people were saying she was drunk, right? Or she was high because she was all over the place. So let me tell you, I'm in Texas. It's hot as all get out. I really think that she was just hot. I'm going to just say Michelle A. was hot. She had on this long sleeve shirt. No, God. I really think Michelle A. she was hot, but not for real though. Them people around Michelle A. don't give a damn about her. They don't give a damn about her. I don't care what I was on at that time. If I was Michelle A., I don't give a damn if I had just smoked crack rock right behind the speaker. When I got on stage and you see me fumbling over myself, barely can sing, doing these little dances that is not part of the choreography, and I'm all over the place. We trying to fix mics and get it together, and you see I'm not myself, and you let me stand there and make a fool of myself. You supposed to be my people. Once I sober up, I'm gonna be smooth on your ass. That just is what it is. Yeah, it's gonna be fight night once I sober up. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that they let her stand up there and make a fool of herself, that was just not cool. But then too, she got to be responsible for herself as well. If you're gonna do your little drugs or whatever, your little drink or whatever you do allegedly, do it when you ain't got no show. You know, have fun when it's time to have fun and take care of the business when it's time to take care of the business. So you have to be responsible. If you ain't gonna break the habit, then if you're gonna keep using these substances, don't let the substances use you. You gotta have some type of self-control. And that was really pitiful how that girl was up there like that. I felt so bad for her. And I feel bad for Halle Berry too. Because Halle Berry, she is just tied in through. She done been through it all. She done been through it all, child. Halle Berry got to pay 2 white men child support, and that is not what Martin Luther King died for. I know Martin Luther King, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, Edgar Evers. I'm talking about Nelson Mandela. I know these people just flipping. I'm talking about doing gymnastics in their grave. I know they just tumbling in that bitch. Halle Berry got to pay these 2 white men child support, and you know what? I hate it for her. You know what I'm saying? I hate she got to do that, but I mean, it is what it is. That's what the hell she get. And then she said that the last one was calling her the N word. And she said that, well, this is allegedly, I seen something where she had said, she hate to be having to pay child support to somebody that was calling her the N word. Well, baby, you let somebody that was calling you the N word nut you. And you know how people be in these relationships, they be letting, their white counterparts, they be letting them get away with saying the N word. And she probably thought that was cute until it was said in a derogatory way to her in anger. And so now all of a sudden she got a problem with it. But we don't know if that man was calling her the N word or not. But it looks like she done got her a black man now. She done did all that. And that's what people do when they get fucked over in them interracial relationships. They try to come back home or whatnot. But stay over there. Stay over there. But I'm going to tell you the truth, though. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, men are men, and people gonna do what they do. And I mean, consider what all things considered, it sound crazy, but all honesty, she's rich and they base child support off of custody, your income, and things like that. So, I mean, just as well as men have to pay child support, sometimes women have to pay child support. But just the fact that it's a woman having to pay child support to these two white men is tickling me. And I hope Umar Johnson don't have to get put on child support, because y'all seen Umar Johnson posted over Sukiana, and it was given that they done hunched. And this is allegedly, but it was given that they done hunched. And it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. I really did like the picture. I want that for Sukiana. I want that for Sukiana. I want her and little Umar Johnson to make some little Pan-African kids or whatnot. Yes, God. Because the thing is, quiet as it's kept, Umar Johnson is actually handsome. He is handsome. You know, I had a crush on Umar Johnson back in the Hidden Color days. I did, yes. I used to want to go to his little lecture or whatever and see if I can show a little thigh or something and wink a little bit, and we, you know what I'm saying, catch each other eye. And so I get it. Umar Johnson is handsome. Crazy, but handsome. And the thing that I like about Umar Johnson, even though he has not laid nail brick down to that church, that school that he was building for the people, he done took all them donations, you know what I'm saying? Umar Johnson is not no weirdo like these other people that was part of the conscious movement way back then when people was doing lectures and everything. He ain't did no weirdo stuff. Yeah, he done scammed, but I mean, everybody be scamming at some point, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that ain't nothing for me to be like, oh, he a weirdo or whatever. But I like it for Suki and Umar. I know they probably was just taking a picture and just using it for marketing or whatever, because after he posted the picture, right under in the caption, he was putting all his dates on where he gonna be at and all of that. So it's a little buzz. It's cute, but we could fantasize and hope that it happened. I think they would make a beautiful couple. I really do. And people was like, oh, Umar better than this and better than that. Let me tell you something. Umar is a man. Somebody is getting his dick wet. He having sex. And if he having sex, the lady probably not present like Sukiana. She might not walk around bare naked like Sukiana. But guess what? She probably be fucking like Sukiana, okay? You know, these men be saying they want a freak in a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. Only thing he got to do is put a little bit more clothes on Sukiana, and that's gonna be good for him. He all right, because he get the freak in the sheets. I don't even know why people be having these conversations and making it seem like men don't like wild ass women. They do. So stop it. Key says Umar is disgusting. Why you say that? Key says, so stealing money isn't weirdo. SHIT. It's not enough to call somebody a weirdo, because people steal money. I mean, let's not act like we live in a perfect world where people don't steal money. People steal money all the time. That's not weird. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's fucked up. It's immoral, but it's not weird. When I say weirdo, I'm talking about like these people that go on the deep end and try to tell you how we really not supposed to drink water and women not supposed to have cycles, like your Yadas and your Young Pharaoh and your Nature Boy type of people. That's what I'm talking about when I say weird. Yes, it's crazy and messed up to be stealing money, but I'm talking about like mentally on a whole nother level where you just two scoops from cuckoo. That's what I'm talking about when I say weird. What else we got on here? Oh yeah, before I leave up out of here, I want to talk about Don't Call Me White Girl. She was on the Breakfast Club and she had some braids. They was real cute. They were some micro braids and they were real little. I don't even know how people have the time and the energy to get that. I'd have just put me on a micro braid wig, because there is no way I would have sat there 16 hours get my hair done. The lady that did her hair, She said it was 16 hours and it cost $1,500. And people was like, oh, it shouldn't cost that much. It's not worth it. 16 hours standing up doing this labor. And then Don't Call Me White Girl also said she had somebody else that's helping her. $1,500, that's a cool amount to me. I don't know the hair game or anything like that. I've been natural since I was 19 years old. So I don't really know the going prices on nothing. But it sounds reasonable to me because that's a lot of work. And I'm sure it's going to take just as much as $1,500 to get somebody to take it down. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I bought it up. I bought this up because Charlamagne was talking to Don't Call Me White Girl about her hair. And he was like, man, it's so dope basically that you sat and got your hair done for 16 hours and you also made it to the show. So he was just giving her big props for being on time, which is a good thing, because if y'all remember when Mona, which is Don't Call Me White Girl, when Mona was on the show with the other guys, I think it was Gilly them that she was on the show with. She used to be late and stuff all the time that had something to do with the reason why she was no longer on the show, right? But anyway, so that was good. She was prompt on time. So she has said that the girl had did her hair. She said that the girl is always booked. It's hard to get her. But she told her that she was going on the Breakfast Club and that her braids is finna be on the Breakfast Club. So the girl went ahead and booked her and got her in. So when Charlamagne asked her, did she want to shout out the girl? She said, no, I'm not shouting her out. I paid my $1,500. No, I'm not shouting her out. And I felt like that was fake as hell. And a lot of other people did too. And a lot of people, it'd be so funny to me how people just skip over everything that's in the middle that makes somebody have an opinion at the end. Y'all want to skip over everything in the middle. If it was a thing where Mona had said, hey, yeah, I sat for 16 hours, got my hair done, it cost $1,500, and it was dead on that, and she didn't say the part about how she had told the girl that she's finna go on the Breakfast Club, her braids finna be on the Breakfast Club, and also let us know that the girl is hard to book. At that point, yes, you paid for the services that were rendered, but the lady also did you a favor by going ahead and put you in. So my thing is, y'all both, she did you a favor by booking you and you paid for your services. And a lot of these people who are influencers or whatever, it's certain people that they want to always be like, oh, you got to pay me for this, you got to pay me for that. But it be some things that they will promote unintentionally, So everybody, a lot of people was upset with her for that, and I was just like, that was fake as hell, because people was trying to say, well, you don't know business, you don't know marketing, you don't know promo. I do. I definitely do understand. Even when I sit up here and I drink a water bottle, and I ain't no Mona, I ain't no Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy or whatever, but bitch, I'm Deasia. You know what I'm saying? And one day, motherfucker gonna be having conversations like I'm having about other people about me. You get what I'm saying? And people gonna be hitting me up, asking me for promo and all this all kind of stuff. So I know not to even sit on here with a bottle of water, you know what I'm saying, showing, because you ain't paying me to show people what type of bottle of water I'm drinking. I'm drinking some right now. It's in a regular white, you don't know what the hell I got, a regular white cup or whatever. And I intentionally put it in here. You get what I'm saying? So I understand, making sure you get your coin when you're promoting somebody. So this, and it's not a sense of entitlement because I get it. No, Mona did not have to shout that girl out. That girl didn't even ask Mona to shout her out. Mona said she was cool with it. We had more of a problem with Mona not shouting her out than the girl. The thing that I had a problem with is right after you say this girl squeezed you in, she's hard to book, she did this shit for 16 hours, and you may mention that you're going to be on the Breakfast Club as if there would be some type of incentive for her. At that point, yes, you owed her that shout out. Because either shout her out or don't say too much. You ain't have to tell us the full story. You ain't have to give us all the detail. But because all of those details were there at that point, yes, shout her out. If it was just you paid her $1,500, you did it for 16 hours. Now you ain't got to say nothing because you paid your money for it, right? But you coerced this girl into doing it. You convinced her. You gave her a reason as to why she should clear her schedule for you, as if this is finna be a good look for her as well. So shout her out. It ain't hurting you to do that. So she reluctantly went up on her Instagram and tagged her and all of that. And Charlamagne was like, oh, she got bullied, by the strangers on social media to shout her out. She should have shouted her out. Just for the simple fact of the conversation that she had prior to. Y'all need to either keep it real or be still. See, a lot of people don't even be understanding the principle of shit. For me, everything boiled down to the principle. What's the principle? You get what I'm saying? What happened in the in between? We ain't finna just skip from the beginning and just jump to the end. And a lot of people be trying to make it seem like being rude, being nasty, being mean, walking around acting like you don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that, or whatever the case may be. Like that's the wave, that's the move. Let me be the biggest a-hole that I could possibly be. That's not that good. And so quiet as it's kept, I don't know how many people are really actually asking Mona for beauty tips. You get what I'm saying? So shout the damn girl out. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. I ain't got nothing else on here. I didn't say it all that I needed to say on these various topics. But I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe. Also make sure y'all go over there to the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. We're on every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, talking about all things hip hop. We also have a sports show, Stiff Arm, that is under that same umbrella. So if you subscribe to the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast, you're subscribed to that as well, and you'll be able to watch our sports segment where we talk about all things sports. And y'all know football season is here. It's going down, and we about to have some fun with it. We got 2 fantasy leagues going on, so you're going to hear a lot of bouncer on the show. It's going to be real fun, real dope. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.